Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for joining today's video. Today's video is going to be on the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Foundation and Concealer. This is going to be a first impression and a wear test. As always, before we get into the video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and also leave some comments down below about what you guys think. I will also leave some timestamps down below so you guys can skip around the video. Otherwise, let's get into it. Alright, so on Sephora.com, the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation is $29. Mine is in the shade 230N. I actually picked up 250W based off of what I thought would be good for me on the website. It was too dark. All I literally did was open the package and I could clearly see it was going to be too dark for me. So I didn't even swatch it or anything because you can see through the packaging. And then for the concealer, I have 210N, which is right in that same area with the foundation. So hopefully this is good for me. The other ones looked too dark. I don't know. It was kind of hard picking my shade, and I'm not really an online shopper, so I had to wind up going into store. Also, the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer is $19 on Sephora. I also bought this when there was a sale, and I believe I used my $10 off. You know how you can cash in your points? So I feel like it was a pretty good deal because I really feel like this is actually one of the less expensive foundations at Sephora. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about the products. We're going to talk about what it claims to do, what the price is, all of that good stuff. And then we're going to get into the demo. And then after that, you will see me check in throughout the day. I am actually going to be checking in with you tomorrow. So today's going to be the demo. Tomorrow, I'm going to wear it again and do it throughout the day because it's actually 8:30 at night right now. And I want to give you like good wear time throughout the day. You know what I mean? So it has 1,499 reviews and 4 stars on Sephora. And it says that it is a weightless foundation with concentrated pigments that feel barely there while providing buildable, medium to full coverage with a natural finish. Again, medium coverage, natural finish. Formulation is liquid and it's for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. It is free of sulfates, paraben, formaldehyde releasing agents, mineral oil. It has a bunch of things that it does not use. So that's awesome. It also says that it has a convenient doe foot applicator. The foundation delivers pure pigments packed in a serum-like base, making it easy to blend and build coverage while evening out skin tone and hiding the look of pores, which is what I love. If you're interested in what I look for in a foundation, I do leave that down below, as well as what type of shades I usually go for as well, and my skin type. I am dry in this area, normal to oily everywhere else. It also says no clogging or caking. Comfortable long wear in 48 shades. There you go. It's 48 shades. For dry skin, it is recommended to moisturize, then follow with always an Optimus primer, which I guess is Rare Beauty, for best results. I did not get their primer, so I actually used All Nighter, which has been one of my favorite primers lately, on just one side of my face so I could see if there really is a difference. So that's that. And then let's talk a little bit about the concealer before we get into the demo. So this says a lightweight, hydrating concealer with cake-free, medium to full coverage that lasts while brightening skin with a radiant finish. Again, medium coverage, radiant finish. Formulation is liquid. It's for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. Same type of ingredients, free of sulfates and all of the other things that I listed earlier. It says this concealer instantly hides blemishes, dark circles, and redness with buildable coverage and a skin-like finish that won't cake or settle into fine lines. It's creamy, hydrating, and yet long-lasting and sweat-resistant. Plus comes in the same 48 shades as the Liquid Touch Foundation. All right, so now we know a little bit about what it claims to do, what it's supposed to do, all that good stuff. So let's get into the application. We're going to start, again, my shade is in 230N with the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Foundation. And I am going to use a brush on this side. This is the side, again, with the primer that I like. And then we'll see if I want to use a sponge over here. I'm just going to go in with a clean Sigma F80. It's a flat top kabuki. I feel like this is like such a universal brush. I also heard you are supposed to shake it, because I remember being at the store and the guy was opening it and it like spilled everywhere. So you want to shake it and then be careful when you open it. Again, it has that big doe foot, very large doe foot applicator. Let's start there. All right, so I feel like the color looks pretty good. I do like to go a little bit darker, for those of you who don't know, because I feel like if I match my neck, then I look really, really pale. And plus, I do like to self-tan sometimes. And you can always fix it with bronzer. I feel like so far, and this is just from looking in my mirror a little bit further from me, the coverage is nice. I would say it's almost full coverage with the amount of product that I used. So coverage is nice. I will say that I probably applied too much. Plus, my skin is acting up right in this area as usual, but it flares up and flares down. I feel like every time I film, it's flared up. So you can kind of see my dryness in those areas, but let's try to go in and put a little less on this side. And I actually do want to see what it's like to use the sponge, because I feel like I might like it better and it might hide any dry areas and also just like kind of soak up any excess product. So let's see what that looks like. I'm just going to go ahead and do like 2 stripes and we'll go from there. This is just a Real Technique sponge that I've been loving lately. So you definitely get less coverage, I'll say, with the sponge, which is usually expected though. So, you know, it's not that it's a bad thing, but I think I prefer this because you can work with it a little bit better. Add more where you need to. Like, I think I'm going to add a little bit more there and maybe just down there. So I do. I like it better with the sponge. I feel like it blends with the skin a lot nicer and doesn't look as matte. I would definitely say it's a skin-like finish, but this side looks matter than this side because I guess I used the brush. So we're going to go in and do the forehead and use the sponge. So my nose is a little bit dry right now, so I feel like I need some coverage specifically for my nose. And sometimes my chin does that too. But so far, I'm liking this foundation. I really am. It does feel lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. I really don't feel like I have a ton of stuff on my face. Like, obviously, I know I have makeup on, but it does not feel heavy whatsoever. And it's very thin to the touch. If you could see, it's super liquid, which goes with its name. But let's talk about right off the bat, what I feel looks better as far as the pore area. I'm kind of conflicted because this side, I feel like it blurred a little bit more because I have the primer, but then I also feel like it's not sitting on the skin as nicely because I used a brush, if that makes any sense. So I think next time I wear this, maybe tomorrow when I do the wear test, I'm going to use the primer and I'm going to use a sponge and we're going to see how it wears. Or I'll just use the primer with the sponge and then the brush. We'll see how that goes. But I think I'll really like this with the primer underneath and the sponge. I think it's going to be a good way to use it. All right, so far, liking this, like the color. I feel like it's not too far off from my neck, to be honest with you. I don't know what you're really seeing on camera, but in person, looking in my mirror, I think it looks pretty well, and we can always even it out with bronzer. So far, I am liking this. I think that I'm really going to like this, and it's going to become an everyday foundation, but we'll obviously have to see how it wears. But, you know, first impression-wise, I like it, and I'm satisfied. All right, so now let's go in with the concealer. I think it's the same type of concept where you have the doe foot. So really love the way that's shaped, if you could see. Nice large doe foot. And if you know me, I love a nice creamy concealer. Right away, this applies a lot of product, I feel. Let me see if I could try to scoop some off. but I love that it's nice and creamy, the applicator. My favorite concealer, just to give you something to go off of, is the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I just love everything about it. I love the finish. I love how creamy it is, how it blends out. It doesn't crease on me. The applicator is nice. It's nice and fluffy, so when it goes on, it just spreads really nicely. And I feel like this is very comparable to that, but that's like my baby so far. I haven't found anything as good. Just again, this is in the shade 210. Let's go ahead and blend it out. That blends out really well. Wow. Wow, that blends out nice. I feel like I might need a little bit more. I just like wiped some off and now I feel like I need more, but ooh, that looks nice. Wow, really like how that blended out. Super easy. But let's see if I just put a little bit more. Shouldn't have wiped away the product. Yeah. Okay, so I should have left the initial amount of product because I feel like it definitely covered well, but it also builds well. So if you need to build it up, I feel like you can do that. All right, nice and creamy, like the shade. Blends out well. We have to see if it's going to crease, but I feel like concealers crease. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. It is what it is. But so far, I'm liking it. So what I'm going to do is put the rest of my makeup on and come on back and we will talk about my initial thoughts and then we will hop into the wear test. All right, guys, so I'm back with the rest of my makeup on. I have to say, everything went on top really nice. You know how sometimes you like put bronzer on or you put something on and you're just like, what the hell happened to my foundation? Like, where to go? That didn't happen. So that's always good to know. I feel like first impression, I definitely like the sponge side better. I want to try it again, like I said, with the primer, which is the All Nighter Primer by Urban Decay. I really like this. I feel like it makes your makeup just glide on so well and just look so nice. I don't know. I'm going to try this again tomorrow. Half the face with the primer and both sides with the sponge because I definitely like the way it applied with the sponge. It was definitely more buildable. You could put more where you needed it to. And I feel like it looks better where my problem areas are. Tomorrow's going to be the test. I'm going to put this on. It's already now 9:22, so it's almost 9:30 at night. So I'm actually going to just take this off and we're going to wear this tomorrow. So I will be checking in throughout the day to let you know when I get it on, what it looks like, and we're going to be checking in and letting you know, I don't know, a few hours in between. So stay tuned. What's up, you guys? It is 2 o'clock. I just got this foundation on and we're going to do the wear test today. Take a deep breath. I don't know why I try to like get everything in one breath. But anyway, I am loving the way this foundation looks. Like, it is a little bit darker than my neck, but I do like my foundations a little bit darker. So I actually think that the color is really nice. I like to just appear a little bit tanner because I feel like if I match my neck, it is too light. Anyway, I love the way everything went on top of the foundation. This side is the primer side. This side has no primer, and I applied everything with the sponge. I am so excited to see how this wears throughout the day. I really think I'm gonna love this foundation. Like, I so far love everything about it. I do feel like with the primer, this is the Urban Decay primer, I feel like it does blur a little bit more, but you don't need it. Like, this side you can see is still blurred as far as like my pore area. So really excited to keep checking in with you. Concealer looks good right now. I don't really see any creases. So I'm excited. Stay tuned, you guys. All right, sorry if the lighting's a little bit off. It's obviously dark outside, but it is, oh my God, how did it get to be 5:44 already? It's 5:44. This is what we're working with. I feel like it looks good. I'm just really happy with the way it looks, the way it's been lasting. how my pores look, that's like a really big thing for me. How my makeup went on top, how it's looking overall, I'm just really happy with it. So I'll check in a little bit. Just wanted to kind of give you a few hour check-in so you can see what we're working with. But so far so good. I can't really see up close what my under eyes look like as far as the concealer, but I don't really feel like I have any complaints. So checking in a little bit. So last check-in of the day, it's 10:27. I do see a little bit breaking up around here and a little bit on my nose. However, I was wearing a mask. I did go out for a little bit. But I definitely think that this is going to be a foundation that I'm going to love. So definitely stay tuned. If you're not following me on Instagram, I like to give a lot of updates on there. So make sure you're following me on there. But this foundation, I can definitely see myself wearing a lot. So I'm going to wear it this weekend a lot. Get a little feel of it. Oh, you can see the Christmas tree. So overall, definitely like it. Here's my under eye. I don't feel like the creasing is too bad. I feel like with any concealer, you're going to expect some creasing. I'm not going to say that it is my favorite concealer, but the foundation I'm really impressed with. The concealer, just have to play around with a little bit more, but wanted to check in with you guys and show you. Hopefully when I play this back, I don't look like a hot mess, because when I looked in the mirror and I'm looking in the viewfinder right now, it looks pretty good. So if you've tried this foundation, definitely let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are regardless, just from this video. Let me know if you're planning on picking it up, all that good stuff. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, I'll catch you in my next one.